Yeah. That wasn't even staged, I'm just clumsy.
That doesn't make sense. It's all gone wrong. This is what I was just going to do. Hello, it's Thursday the 26th of March. Is that how I usually start my videos? How do I start them? Hi, I'm Sophie and I'm currently teaching in the UK. I haven't vlogged in a while. Hi, I'm Sophie, I'm a primary school teacher currently teaching in the UK and I am in lockdown. It's Thursday, it's the 26th of March today. On Monday evening, she says, I'm pretty sure it was, Boris announced lockdown in the UK. It's a bit funny for teachers because we are still in school teaching our key worker children, but from kind of the perspective of being in school on Monday compared to what I'm hearing now, I do think the numbers have decreased dramatically, which is fab because it keeps everyone safe. I just kind of thought I would take you on what I am doing during lockdown. I don't fall in the vulnerable category at all. My parents do, so that's why I've chosen to kind of still stay by myself rather than going with them, which I know a lot of people have gone home to their families, but because I'm still working in school, going into school, I just don't want to put them in a situation where I could possibly be bringing back anything into the house. I am kind of on my own in it, but I'm not on my own because I've got FaceTime and all those lovely things. What I'm doing, like during those hours, I took on computing as my subject it was in the last vlog actually, so about a month ago. I'm trying to kind of get stuff sorted for that. We don't have access to a lot of technology in school, so that's my main kind of focus, is kind of looking at how we can do that because it's very old school. I woke up at normal time this morning and then did some like really boring adult jobs that I don't think you'd want to see, like washing and hoovering and drying my dishes, and then I went out on my daily exercise and went jogging because apparently I'm someone who jogs now. I hate jogging, but I didn't hate it today. It was really nice. I think like it's a little bit of a blessing in disguise, like being able to be outside for that time, but I went really early just because I didn't want to bump into anyone, if I'm being completely honest. And then I will show you what I'm going to do today. I'm trying to kind of like structure my day in the sense of like I'll work in the morning up until 12, try not to kind of have any technology in terms of like TV or, you know, videos, YouTube going on in the background, and just kind of have like work mode going on. And then at 12 I'll have like a break and have my lunch and then kind of work in the afternoon. I've been uploading my planning at 4 o'clock every day because I've just had a thought of if I upload my planning all at once, then what do I do if the children do it all and then I'm like, oh, like go on to the wrong day? So I upload it at 4 o'clock. So at 4 o'clock I kind of stop working and then have tea and FaceTime my family and do all of that lovely stuff. So I'll update you. Just as I went to go and like set myself up for working, I received some mail. I received a lovely parcel with my hair on, that's gross, I'll have looked through it already, from Paper Chase. I assume they've got like a new collection, which is fun. How cute. Pretty. That will come in very handy. A list book. Oh, I might set that up for today. Love it. Some paper clips that are also flowers. I assume it's from the same collection. Pretty. Oh, a weekly planner. I'm going to set that up for next week. And 2 notebooks. Amazing. I'm currently using, this is so gross, the amount of notebooks that I have. I'm currently actually using an old school like exercise book that we don't use anymore. But I'll like talk you through that later. That's so funny. Thank you, Paper Chase. I love it. I feel very lucky. Thank you. Welcome to my office. Like I said before, I kind of prefer doing work in here and then going to like play in like my sitting room because I just feel like I'm better in work mode here. So it's literally just an office. It's the most unexciting thing in the world. I'm gonna make a lovely list to kind of get my head in the game and just kind of understand what I need to do today. I actually was off school like a week before this all broke out, maybe 2, because I had mumps. Here's a lovely picture here. I tested positive for mumps. They had to report me to the Department for Health. I've never been reported for anything in my life. I was in isolation for 5 days, and during those 5 days, I was so productive. I literally wrote like a computing scheme for the school based on our school. I'm very proud of it, if I'm being honest. I got up to date with like with everything. I was just so productive in those 5 days. I've kind of like messed myself over a little bit there because I could be doing those jobs now, but because I had the mumps, they're already done. So I'm gonna look through them and see if I can make them better, but I've got other jobs to do too. I'm the type of person who constantly needs like an active brain, otherwise I go a little bit insane. Like yesterday I was like, a fringe, move to Dubai, get a dog. This is a disaster already. I'll speak to you soon. I'm gonna write my list. Maybe I'll film that, that's cute. I wanna be Casey Neistat. Actually been about 2 hours. What have I been doing? What I've actually been doing is I looked over the resources that I created for this week. It was based on the Mr. Men. I uploaded them to TES and Teachers Pay Teachers, which I've uploaded to Teachers Pay Teachers before, but I do find it's very like American. So obviously they're not going to use the national curriculum, but I uploaded that anyway. And then I uploaded my first ever thing to TES, and I feel like people on TES are brutal. Like really brutal, so I'm concerned about how brutal they're going to be. Actually took me quite a while to, here we are, to edit out like my school's information on there, so like the stuff that's relevant to our school and like where my school is. So I just kind of had to go through it as much as possible. But it was nice because then I was able to kind of cross off and see what worked well and see what didn't work well. I'm gonna kind of get looking at next week's planning and see what's kind of relevant there. But do I have lunch now? Am I hungry, or am I just eating for the sake of it? Hello, you may notice that I go from looking pale and ill to having a full face of makeup on. I decided, I saw it a lot on Instagram. I actually think I asked the question if people were doing it on Instagram, where people are reading a book to their class.
I was reaching around my house to try and find the perfect one, and I think I did. It's called Bob's Blue Period, so we can have story time from my house to your house.
And like filming it and putting it on the website. So I decided I was going to do that, but because I had so many outtakes and so many takes of doing it, I think I deleted the one where I was explaining to you that that's what I was doing. So I have like a full face of makeup on because I didn't want to give the children nightmares, and that's what I was doing. Hi, it's 13:51 at the moment. I have just finished exporting and editing the video of the story time. I just kind of edited out the bits of me grumbling at the start and the awkward goodbye. I feel like I'm destined to become a CBeebies presenter. It was really embarrassing. I don't know why, I think because I had like my teacher voice on, and I obviously never hear my teacher voice, but I do hear some places where they have to like, you have to record yourself during your lesson observation and then watch it back, and that is horrendous. That's like the worst idea I could ever think of in my life. So I edited that, and then I actually got started with sorting out my planning for next week, which I said I would update you on, but then I got kind of halfway through the first day and realised I hadn't filmed it. So I will show you that afterwards. How I'm trying to plan it for the week, I'm trying to kind of stick to our timetable as much as possible. I know this is a really, really hard time for children in general, so I'm trying to include tasks that they can do to kind of break it up. Like we've got like a Lego building or like a den building, challenges and things like that, which are really fun. But then I also kind of want to give the option to access kind of what we're doing a week if they would like to do that also. Last week, I'm sure I mentioned I focused on the Mr. Men. This week, I think I'm going to go back to kind of like an average week for us, because lots of our topics are actually fitting. Like I'm doing plants and science at the moment, so hopefully if they have a garden they can get out and do some planting. Try to focus on our timetable. We usually have the core in the morning and then foundation in the afternoon. So then I've got what I did last week as well. So I don't know whether to mix it up or keep it exactly the same, because structure is good, but then I also don't want them to get bored. I think I will. Right, so in terms of English, I did writing a story in the Mr. Ben last week. I'm going to go to humorous poems because I feel like that's a really nice one. So I need to research and find some of those. So my first learning intention. Hello, it's about 3 o'clock. Yeah. And I've finally finished kind of planning out my week. I've gone completely opposite to what I had previously planned, but that's okay. I just feel like this is easier to explain for parents, and we don't want to be putting more stress on parents at the moment. I am going to focus on humorous poems. Are you a teacher if you don't have this mug and this candle? Both given to me by small children, not for myself. So I am going to go with humorous poems. Throughout the week. I'm probably going to do 2 weeks on that, if I'm being honest. I think it's a really nice practical one, which is lovely. Then I'm going to start on length in maths. So I'm just going to kind of make the resources for that. I am feeling good. I'm feeling productive. I actually haven't ticked off half the things on my to-do list, if I'm being completely honest. But that's okay. I'll show you. So I have uploaded my planning. I have sorted my plan. It's not done yet though, so I'll give myself half a tick to make myself feel better, because I've put it in paper. Why won't it focus? I haven't done this. I haven't done this. I haven't done this. I help run the school Twitter alongside like the head teacher and the amazing business manager, but I run the curriculum side. So I just gathered some stuff for that, so I'm ready to kind of tweet it for next week, just extra live lessons and things like that. I haven't done that, because I need to find out if the person who had this previously did this. So we're okay. So for today, you know what? I'm semi-happy. I think just deciding to do that story time spontaneously, having to film it and kind of sort it out and decide what I was doing with that took a lot longer than I thought. Everything's just taken a lot longer than I thought, but I have been quite productive. So I kind of know what I'm doing next week. I've uploaded all the planning. We're all sorted for this week. And I just need to get my subject leader stuff down. I had some delicious pasta for lunch if you're interested. Goodbye. Hello, I just wanted to end the vlog here and give you a little bit of a goodbye message and kind of give you a rundown of the day. I don't feel like I can say it was like an average day in lockdown, because we've had 3, but so it was just kind of me making the best of what I've got. I do feel like I was quite productive though, if I'm being honest. I kind of planned out all my planning, does that make sense? Sorted out all my planning, did a story time, which took so much longer than I thought, but I think I might do them every Friday. I think that might be quite nice. And what else did I do? I kind of sorted out the school Twitter and liaised with a couple of people at school, which is really, really productive in my opinion. Could I have been more productive? Maybe so. Am I gonna beat myself up about it? No. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I feel like it's been a lot of my face, which I feel sorry for you having to watch. But I'll kind of keep you updated with how everything goes. It's later now, I'm just editing the vlog. It's 6:30, so I kind of worked like sporadically. I think it's really, really hard. And I said this at the start of the vlog, it's really hard to sit down and work for those set hours with your breaks, but it is kind of, I'm trying to get myself into some sort of routine. So I'm gonna make some tea, watch some Netflix, and then FaceTime some people, I think. If you haven't downloaded the app House Party, I was thinking to hang out. House Party, I would highly suggest that, it's really great. And also if you aren't on Instagram or Twitter talking to other people who are in the same position as you, then they are an amazing support system. I'll speak to you all later. I hope you're all well, and please, please, please stay safe.